Hello and welcome. This is Cherie with Rehash Fiber, and I've got a menagerie of things to share with you today. I have 3 patterns and the great yarns that go with them, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about each and how you can get each of them. Also, I want to say I've got 2 cats in the studio with me right now. Nala is forward here where you probably cannot see her. Rocky is walking around. However, if they come in the frame, I love it. You may get to see the cats. We're going to start right off with what you can see. This is my own design called the Pasadena Scarf, and it is by a yarn that intrigued me. Instagram one morning, beautiful, beautiful skeins of yarn. And I thought, oh, I want this, but I don't need it. Well, I saw it a couple days later and I had to get it. It is from Bad Cheap Yarn, and this color is called Folklore. And I felt like it's perfect for autumn, just the colors were calling to me. I wanted to use it for my own design. One of the reasons I designed the scarf was for beautifully colored variegated yarn, because I like the colors so much. I want to see them laying next to each other and not lost in knitting or a pattern somewhere. I like them together. So this is a starburst pattern with double crochets. And I do love how it puts the yarn together so you can see the clumps of color. I really like wearing scarves this way, something light around my neck I can fold and pull over. Easy to wear. And you can wear it a variety of ways. So to find the pattern, you can go to Ravelry, Rehash Fiber Designs, the Pasadena Scarf. Now for the yarn, badcheapyarn.com, I want you to see some of the other colors I was perusing, just so you have an idea of the beautiful work that is done there. We have Mountain Tundra, Denali, and Librarian. Aren't they gorgeous? Again, you can get it at badcheapyarn.com. All right, next, my daughter, who's a veterinarian, has a sweet, quirky cat. Her name is Oreo. Oreo likes to go on walks, go for rides, go to Starbucks and get the pup cup. And in Florida, believe it or not, it gets chilly. So my daughter requested a cat sweater. Of course, when my child requests something that's handmade, I want to make it happen. So we found this pattern called the Shishi button-up cat sweater. It is by Catventurous Crochet. Most of the pattern was worked with double crochets. However, I wanted a little bit tighter knit, so I did half double crochets and just made sure that my measurements were matching what was going on in the pattern, so that it would all line up right on the cat's body. It is a wonderful pattern with great instructions on how to do each step. She shows you how to do it. Also, you get a timestamp to her video, so she can actually show you in the video how she did it too. So you work it from the cat's neck down. There are leg holes, and then the fabric splits so that you can get it on, and then you put buttons on it to button it up. Super cute. You can see it on Oreo here. She did a great little job modeling it. The designer calls the picture of the cat wearing it super meowdle, supermodel. So here we have Oreo, our super meowdo adventure cat. Very cute. Little fun, quirky thing to do. Now we're going to get back to the yarn. When I have a project that I need to find colors for, the first place I go to is forpearls.com for Emma's yarn. There is so much there in every color. I can find what I need. My daughter said, variegated purple. So I went to Emma's yarn, picked out all the purples, showed them to her. The one we have here is sugar coated. Great. It's got the variegated purples with some other little flecks of color in it, which makes it very fun. But when I perused the website, I found some other really fun colors that I want you to look at just to see what I was liking. But I encourage you to go and look yourself and just see what's there. There is a lot to offer. Okay, but here we have Everglades. We have farmers markets and glamping. Aren't they gorgeous? I love them. Okay, lastly, we have this fun sweater here. This is another one of my creations. It all started When I was in Montana at the Copper K Fiber Festival, I went to NES Boutique's booth, and I was looking at this yarn just because I love colorful yarn that reminds me of a party. And doesn't this ever? It reminds me of like a kid's party. It's great. But her husband put the black light on it and the fluorescence lit up. And I was like, sold. We're going to have some fun with this. What can I really use it for? A Halloween costume. So I designed this sweater. In Florida, our Halloweens are quite warm to wear. And I want you to see it right here with the costume. I call this sweater Something Whimsical This Way Comes. A little bit of play on the words from the movie Something Wicked This Way Comes. I like to go whimsical. And I just wanted everything sparkly, pink, and bright and fun. And that is how it turned out. Very fun. This pattern is not yet written or for sale. I've got to work on that, but I have my own here. Now, whenever I make a mistake and learn something, I like to share it with you so you do not do the same thing. However, I'm worried that oftentimes you already know this, but anyway, this is for those that don't. I measured my over the shoulders from front to back, made this to that measurement. I forgot that yarn stretches. So by the end of Halloween night, the shirt had gone down quite far. I was wearing a cami under it, but I thought, didn't take that stretch into consideration. So with a quick trip to the sewing machine, I can take this up and get it back to the size I want. However, when I write the pattern, I will have that definitely written in there. This gorgeous yarn is called Speckled NES. So what's really fun about her yarns is she has the word NES in the name of each one because her store is NES Boutique. Now, mostly she is known for her super fun jewelry that she makes from knitting needles. It's great. However, she has a handful of beautiful yarns, and you can see them right here. We have Sunshine and Happiness and Splendidness. Very cool, isn't it? So check out her website at nesboutique.com. You can look at her fun jewelry, her great yarn, and have something very unique and beautiful. All right, that was a lot of information coming your way. I wanted to share with you what's been on the needles lately, all variety of things. Now, for just a little bit of fiber talk at the end, I want to share something with you, and I wonder if you've experienced anything like it yourself. Have you injured yourself because of this wonderful hobby? Okay, I was crocheting like mad. I was crocheting this and this. And then at night, I'm working on a big blanket and crocheting. And I knew my arm and thumb was starting to hurt, but you know what? Powered through it. We got to keep going, got to make these things. It's fun. What would I do if I wasn't doing it? Until one night I'm at yoga on hands and knees and I look down at my hands and I go, oh my goodness, my right hand was swollen. You can see the tissues were just, and I was like, oh man, gotta stop or I'm not gonna be able to do what I love to do at all. I had to dial everything back and kind of set a nice little schedule for myself where I can still progress, but not get so caught up in it that I am powering through and injuring myself. So, gonna be a little bit slower, but I'm still gonna be able to do it. And I'm gonna give my hand great rest. And I'll tell you what else. I have learned to do a lot of jobs around the house, like pulling weeds and opening things with this hand to give this one a break. Anyway, if you've injured yourself because of this wonderful fun craft that is very addicting, let me know. Then I'll know I'm not the only one that has done that to myself. All right, everybody. Please enjoy all these yarns. Check them out for yourself. You will be thrilled to death. Thank you for joining in the Menagerie today. Happy knitting and crocheting and pattern shopping. Thanks for watching.